The little girl stood on a chair in her father's workshop, holding up a strange device made of springs and cogs. "Look, Daddy," she cried. "I made a doohickey to make your work easier." Her father, a renowned inventor, put down his tools and examined it. He said, stroking his beard. "A fine piece of engineering, my little gear." They see what's possible where others see only problems. Do you want to be a maker of ordinary things, or an innovator? The girl thought for a moment. "Then go on, my little gear. Invent something amazing. But how?" The girl wandered through the messy workshop, past towering machines and half-finished contraptions. Then she spotted a pile of old newspapers. An idea sparked in her eyes. "Daddy," she called, rushing back to him. "Can your airships fly without helium? Why do you ask, my little gear?" "Well," she said, tapping a newspaper, "these are filled with hot air. Can't we use them to fly?" Her father's eyes widened. "Brilliant," he exclaimed, pulling her into a tight hug. "Just like me. You'll need a strong basket, some large balloons, and a way to control its direction." Days turned into weeks as the girl worked tirelessly. First, she practiced inflating and tying balloons, then weaving them together into a sturdy cluster. For the basket, she used a metal cage from one of her father's inventions, reinforcing it with extra wire. To steer it, she studied how birds use their wings and crafted adjustable vanes to mimic their movement. Finally, the day arrived. She led her father to the field. "Watch, Daddy," she shouted, releasing the airship with a tug. It rose slowly at first, then floated higher and higher, drifting dangerously off course. Suddenly, the wicker basket hit a tree, sending the balloons scattering. "Oh no," cried the girl. Disheartened, she helped her father gather the deflated balloons. "Don't be sad, my little gear," he said, ruffling her hair. "Your first attempt was a success. Now you can refine it, improve its flaws." Together, they redesigned the airship, strengthening the basket, adjusting the vanes, and adding weights for balance. On a sunny afternoon, they returned to the field. This time, the airship glided smoothly through the air, steered effortlessly by the girl. "We did it, Daddy," she cried, laughing as the wind ruffled her hair. "I knew you could do it, my little gear," her father replied, his heart swelling with pride. Years flew by like the balloons in the sky. The girl grew into a brilliant young inventor, traveling the world with her airships. But she never forgot her father's words. True innovation wasn't just about creating something new. It was about improving lives, solving problems, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. From that day on, Zoe dedicated herself to inventing. Each afternoon, she explored the dusty shelves of her grandfather's workshop. Rum family business since 1932, she carefully examined every tool and spare part, wondering about the stories behind them. She listened intently when customers described their problems, always thinking how she could apply her mechanical knowledge to help. One day, a young mother entered the shop with a baby carrier. "I need a faster way to rock my baby to sleep," she explained. "My arms are aching and I have more chores to finish." Zoe examined the wooden cradle. She said thoughtfully. "Why don't we attach a motor to turn it smoothly without tiring you out?" After studying the cradle's mechanics, Zoe drew a design, including a small electric motor and a battery pack. The next day, she proudly presented her invention to the mother. "This will save me so much time and energy," she exclaimed, happily rocking the baby. "Thank you, Zoe." Encouraged by her first project, Zoe continued helping people with her inventions. She created a self-watering device for a busy gardener, a security system with flashing lights for an elderly woman, and a smart pulley system for a delivery service. Each invention earned her praise and gratitude. But Zoe never forgot her dream of creating something truly extraordinary, something that would make everyone's life easier. One day, an old customer entered the shop, his face creased with worry. "Zoe," he said, "our town has terrible air quality. People cough constantly, and the children can't play outside. We need fresh air." "I'll help you," Zoe promised. She spent days researching the town's pollution levels, talking to locals, and testing different filters. Finally, she designed an air purifier with 4 large fans and replaceable carbon filters. It looked like a giant beehive. Zoe placed it in the town square, plugging it into a nearby socket. Immediately, people noticed a difference. The air felt cleaner, the sky bluer. Children laughed as they ran through the square, breathing deeply. Zoe's invention brought joy and health back to the town. News of her invention spread far and wide. Soon, people from neighboring cities visited the shop seeking Zoe's help. She created a self-cleaning water fountain, a solar-powered street lamp, and a noise-canceling playground. Each invention made her happier than the last. Yet Zoe never grew complacent. She kept learning, experimenting, and improving her craft. She attended inventors' conventions, studied advanced engineering, and mentored young inventors. As Zoe grew older, her inventions became more ambitious. She developed a portable desalination device for coastal communities, a wind-powered charging station for rural areas, and a solar-powered water heater for schools. Though some inventions faced setbacks, Zoe learned from each challenge. She understood that innovation wasn't just about brilliant ideas. It was about dedication, perseverance, and making a positive impact on the world. One day, Zoe found an old notebook filled with her grandfather's sketches. As she flipped through the pages, she saw that he, too, had dreamed of improving lives with his inventions. A wave of inspiration washed over her. She realized that being an inventor wasn't just a job or a reputation. It was a legacy, a responsibility to use her gifts to make the world a better place. From that day on, Zoe's inventions became even more remarkable. She developed a self-sustaining hydroponic farm for food-insecure regions, a low-cost prosthetic limb for amputees, and a renewable energy system for disaster-stricken areas. She didn't just solve problems, she transformed lives. Now, decades later, Zoe's inventions are renowned worldwide. She's won countless awards, but her greatest reward is seeing the happiness her creations bring to people. Every morning, she wakes up excited to tackle new challenges. Every afternoon, she shares her passion with eager students. Every evening, she tinkers in her shop, surrounded by the tools that have become her best friends. For Zoe, being an inventor isn't just a profession. It's a way of life. It's about curiosity, creativity, and courage. And she hopes that someday her inventions will inspire others to follow their dreams.